Everybody, and welcome to episode number 129 of the Unknown Games podcast. I'm your host, Adrian, and this is a show where we talk about typically Japanese video games or video games in general. We also talk about our lives here in Japan, and by we, I mean myself and my co-host, Alex.
What's up? I'm Alex.
No, we haven't had that in a long time.
Yep. What's up? I'm Alex.
Yeah. For anyone who's wondering why I'm saying it, I'm actually saying that is because like that for I believe for almost 100 plus episodes. Well, I mean we're on 129, so I'll say like 60 episodes. That was the intro for Alex. Like that's the only thing Alex would say was "Sup, I'm Alex."
Sup.
It changed when he became the Game Duck, man. How's it going? How was your day?
I don't know, man. I guess it's a typical Monday. So you know.
Yeah, man, it has been a week, honestly. Well, the weekend was pretty good, but there was a little bit rainy. Then today it turned up to be hot, like actually hot, maybe 80s or something like that, 85.
Are you talking in freedom units, yeah?
And yeah, in Fahrenheit, yeah.
Yeah. Because I was like, what the fuck are you talking about, 80? Like, so we're boiling? We're almost boiling, yeah.
We're like dead. In Celsius, we're dead at that point, I guess. Like, it's
probably, yeah. I mean, 100 is boiling, so once you get to that point, you're cooked, like literally cooked. But, no, yeah, so weekend was pretty decent. It was raining a couple days prior to, like, I think, like, Wednesday, Thursday, maybe Friday it was raining.
Yeah.
But Saturday, Sunday was pretty good. Honestly, I want to say awesome weather actually, especially Saturday. Like I went out and ate a bunch of food. Today was kind of all right. I opened the window. It's still open actually because I'm really hot. So
it is hot. I'm wearing a hoodie and I'm like, I'm asking myself, why am I wearing a hoodie? Like I really am asking this to myself because today was legit hot. I mean, it was good weather. It was just tomorrow, I think it's gonna start raining again or something. It's gonna get cold. I don't know. It's crazy weather here in Japan right now.
It looks like it's gonna be windy tomorrow, but still decently warm. Today indeed was hot. Yeah, holy shit. Although it's gonna rain, thunderstorms probably in the middle of the week somewhere, and also on the weekend it looks like. But yeah,
fun times, and the weekend is getting us to our topic this week. We're gonna be talking about Golden Week here in Japan. What is it? What do you do? How long it is, all the good stuff, and any short stories that we have to share about it. But before we get into it, we got to say thanks to everyone who is joining us here live on YouTube. We do record the podcast every Monday night here in Japan, 9 p.m. JST. So you can do the math on that to get yourself in the groove and to get on in here in your morning or evening, afternoon, whatever time it may be. And finally, we're also streaming on Twitter, so if you're watching on Twitter, thanks. If you want to follow us on Twitter, or
it's weird. I forget we're live on Twitter.
Twitter, yeah. I'm slowly working this in, but yeah, if you want to follow us on Twitter, you can follow us at UGP_cast. And if you definitely need to follow us on the YouTube, you need to subscribe on YouTube because we have never looked better.
I mean, I might have, but
hey, my man in the gym right now, he's like, but I might have.
I'm like really tired. Yeah.
Well, you can follow us on at Unknown Games Podcast or subscribe to us on YouTube. Like some of these videos. We had some great comments from last week in the past episodes for our Apex special. We had a user comment that like this video needs more love. Like actually someone said that. I was like, oh snap.
Oh, really?
Yes, I'm not making this up. I came in the day and I was like, why didn't I get a notification? Usually I do.
Very nice, yeah.
But I responded, and we even had another one on another episode. So it's nice to see those comments. And finally, remember, you can go ahead, leave a 5-star review on iTunes, Google Play Podcast, any of those places you audio listen to us. Leave a review, like the show, subscribe there too. And I'm leaving out one thing. You want to hit us? Where can they watch you? Where else can they watch you, man?
Yeah. Good question. Where can you find it? Yeah, I'm live on Twitch at twitch.tv/root24. Stream currently twice a week, just for a couple hours every time I stream. In my About Me, it says I stream JRPGs, but really I stream whatever I really feel like it at the time. So I
Yeah.
streamed Stranger Paradise on Thursday again. I mean, the game is still fun.
Are you almost
So
to the? You know what? I feel like I can almost join you in there, but I'm not at the same level probably. But I don't think it would take too
did
long
you
to
buy it? Did you buy the game?
No, but I feel like I can because I'm free of Elden Ring now.
Oh
I
yeah,
finally
dude.
finished.
I'm
It's
actually
like
not that far. Yeah, I'm really not that far. I'm like level 45. It sounds quite far, but it's really not, honestly. Because like you get a buttload of equipment every time you do a mission. Like I mean, like an actual buttload.
that's the
You're
one thing I hate about
constantly
Neo.
level. Yeah,
I told you, man, that item management in Neo, and I feel it's the same in that game too. Like it's something crazy. It's like
it's
dropping things every 5 seconds.
all right. So the thing about I don't want to talk about the Stranger, but I talk about it for a lot actually. But like the thing about Stranger Paradise is like I never keep an armor set long enough to even get remotely attached to it. So
Yeah.
I'll like equip something and I'm like, oh, that's kind of cool. And like literally like 10, 15 minutes later in the same mission, I'll get a better
Yep.
chest piece and I'm like, okay, well that's all right. Okay.
Yeah, that game essentially for anyone who's wondering, that game is your armor all has loot rolls on. I mean, they all have rolls on them, so it can be the same armor but different stats and like I want to say beamio. I can't think of the word in English, but just like in little small spaces, you're like, oh, this is barely
Yeah,
different.
it'll be like a little like a slightly better armor stat or something like that.
Yeah, same thing with the weapon. So if you're
Defense,
familiar with
I mean.
yeah, if you're familiar with Borderlands, that it's pretty much that, but for your armor and your gun or your weapons. So, you might want to keep your inventory clean even though you get it every 2 seconds, I feel like.
It like works both ways. So there's some like upper body pieces that I'm like, that looks kind of cool, and then it's gone. And also there's a lot of outfits that I'm like, that looks so dumb. I'm like, oh, it doesn't matter. Well, I won't have it for very long anyways.
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
yeah.
I mean, you've got some chill streams. You've also been playing Vampire Survivors. We talked about that last week. I played a little bit of
Yeah.
it actually, and it was like, okay, I can see, I can, like, for me, I couldn't sit still long enough, but I was like, I can totally zone out on this, especially getting into the higher levels.
I played for like 3 hours last night. Like I wasn't even streaming. I was like, I want to just play Vampire Survivor. So I played for like, I mean, it's always like, oh, I'll just do one run, and then I was like, oh, like I want to do another run or something like that.
The
So
game has so many achievements. I mean, like, it's really nice to the feedback of, hey, I did one run, but I still managed to unlock something even on my 50th playthrough or whatever. You know what I mean? Like that's always
yeah,
nice.
so they added a bunch of in the last patch. I mean, it actually updated last night. But the patch before that, they added something called Arcanas, which are like modifiers, I guess. So it's like it gives you an effect. So, for example, one of the Arcanas is like your healing is doubled, and every time you heal, you actually deal AOE damage around you.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and then there's also some other ones where it's like these particular weapons will do critical damage and that kind of stuff. Most of them, actually, they're all buffs. Some of them seem like they could be debuffs, but not really, because one of them is like it's like projectile speed or something like that, where it's like it will randomly change the speed of the projectile between -50%, so slower,
Okay.
up to 200%, so it's like much faster.
Oh, wow.
So it seems like it's kind of random and like it could be a debuff, but in like if you work out the math
Like the
for
grand scheme of things.
most of the time, yeah, it actually will make your projectiles be faster and last longer. So they're all buffs. So they added Arcanas. I was unlocking some of those last night. I'm still trying to get some of the extra secret characters that I haven't gotten yet. And then it patched last night. So they added a challenge stage, a new character, a new weapon, and just like a bunch of more stuff for me to even to look at. So the game like won't let me stop playing it. Like I'm just playing the game. Like
That's the best. That's the best thing you can get. Like we said it last week, $3.
yeah. Oh my God, you're right.
Even if
$3.
it's like me, like I literally had this opinion after I played. I was like, it was fun. I mean, it might not be for me right now, or I might come back and play a little bit later. But like, I just paid $3. Like seriously.
Yeah, I put I'm looking on Steam right now, and I put in 38 hours into the game. So almost 40 hours.
You're, that's pretty much an RPG, like basic RPG right there.
I
You know,
basically had beaten FF7 OG. Do you know how long FF7 OG takes, by the
is it
way?
is it is it 12 hours or less?
No,
It's
it's
really
much more than
quick.
12 hours, my friend.
Really?
FF7 OG, yeah, on the PlayStation.
I feel like people do that like really quickly.
You can. I mean, especially because the game is so old, you kind of like can breeze through the story. I think, just in case you weren't, if you go to howlongtobeat.com, which is a website that aggregates people's average playthrough. So you'll beat a video game and you go to this website and you're like, it took me this long.
Mm-hmm.
You go to howlongtobeat.com, FF7 OG, just the main story, the average is 36 and a half hours.
Oh,
If you're
it's not
doing
bad.
some extra content, it's like 50 and a half hours.
Huh. It's not
Yeah.
bad.
So I know a lot of people are just like FF7 remake is only a quarter. I'm like, yeah, I mean, if you're looking at it in terms of like, yeah, you didn't leave Midgard, yeah, but in terms of like raw playthrough, it's the exact same amount
It
of
might
time.
be the same, yeah. And what's
Yeah.
crazy about it is, that game is so. I mean, we've talked about it before, but that game is so directed. Like, because people complain about FF13 being so linear. Remember, like, my goodness, I feel like, and part
Yeah.
of that's because the combat system being like locked away for half of the game, and that sort of thing. But when you look at 7 remake, I mean, you're not exactly going around exploring things. You have to really, if you want to grind some levels, you got to make an effort.
Yeah, it's honestly FF7 remake
You
is
got to make an effort to grind.
it's actually tough. It's tough to grind in that game, honestly.
Yeah. I mean, like a lot of the like I found myself always wanting to fight more in that game. I
Yeah,
always wanted to do
same.
more.
Yeah, yeah, same.
And
I was like,
it's
man,
enjoyable.
yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
like combat's really fun. I actually want to do some more. I want to beat the shit out of some more of these were rats, but there weren't. I killed all the were rats.
You
So
killed all like what 5
yeah.
of them. There's like 5 or 6 of them on there, and you're like,
Yeah, I'm
darn,
like,
they're
all
gone.
right. So I remember at near the when so we're getting off topic, but yeah, I mean, I was just I was resetting the area repeatedly so I could fight more enemies.
Yep. I mean,
Yeah.
that's how
But
it.
when FF7 like remake, when the whole arc or however long, how many games it is, when it's all out, it's gonna be because I know there's I've a lot of people that I've met are just like I'm waiting for all of them. Like okay, all
Might as well
right,
play. I'm sorry. I have a friend like that too. I'm like, yeah, you might as well play. Come on.
yeah. But if you're doing that, you're looking at I'm gonna guess like 100 some hours of gameplay.
And who knows how much extra stuff they're gonna shoehorn into it just cause. I mean,
The Yuffie thing was a bit of a surprise because that's legitimately new content, right? That's legitimate. That
that is
wasn't
true.
in, yeah.
That was not in, and they
That's
could continue
legitimately new content,
doing
yeah.
stuff like that. I mean, the whole compilation that they're redoing. We've talked about it before, but Ever Crisis and all that type of stuff. Like it's
Is
gonna be
Ever
it's
Crisis
great.
even coming out ever?
One day,
Ever?
probably next
ever,
year,
Ever?
maybe next year, maybe the year
Oh my
after next.
god! Actually, I want to do. I
One
do
day.
want to play Ever Crisis. I'm curious about
That's
it.
the
Yeah.
that's the remaster.
Of the like, because it looks like FF7 OG, right?
Yeah.
But I think they're also gonna work in the other games. They're just Serpius somehow. I think.
That would
Maybe.
be. I mean, that would be nice because they still wanted everything to be as congruent as possible. Well, everyone to have access to that information, right?
Yeah. Yep. Anyways, where were we?
Yeah. Where were we? I guess you can follow me on Twitch. That's where we last.
Oh my
left
god, that
off.
was a hell of a
That
detour.
was
Holy
we
shit.
went from Twitch to like just like you can
That
follow
was
me on
weird.
Twitch at NinjaTrix. NinjaTrix. I just finished up Elden Ring, and I'm about to go into a bunch of Golden Week games, which we'll talk about. We're gonna do an Elden Week, not an Elden Week.
Elden Week? Holy
That-
shit, dude.
Holy crap!
Yeah.
I'm going on second playthrough. Let's
You're
go,
committed, yeah.
dude. 180 hours in Elden
Do a
Ring.
no-hit run.
That's impossible for me, probably.
You think so?
Yeah. The best I can do is use a shield run. I mean, we'll do a bonus podcast about it with Ehe and then also Soldat, who's been on the show before. They've both finished the game 3 to 5 times, I believe, 3 to 4,
I
5.
beat the game precisely 0 times. I haven't never played it. I've played a
I
single minute
will
of it.
say that the best compliment I can give it is like towards the end, I kept finding more and more weapons that I really wanted to use. But each weapon has its own cadence, right? And sometimes you can get used to it, and sometimes you can't. But I'm like, you know what? I want to play this again, but I want to use these weapons. Or I don't want to use this summon. I want to use these summons because I never used
New
them.
Game Plus lets you keep your gear, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you can New Game Plus it, and then just, get the other endings, see what you want to do. But I felt like I explored and did as much as I could possibly, 86% of the trophies. So
It's pretty
I,
good.
I think I did pretty good. I did pretty good. But yeah, Golden Week, into the main topic. It'll probably be a short show. So Golden Week is a string of holidays here in Japan that are typically, they run from April 29th until, what is this, the 5th of
Like
May?
some halfway through the first week of May, yeah.
Yeah. There is certainly the 29th, the 3rd, the 4th, and the 5th of May. 29th of April, 3rd, 4th, 5th of May. Every year.
So the weekend is in there as well. So if you take those off, then you have a full week off.
Then you have a full week off. This year, the 29th is on which is my birthday. That's why it's it's awesome. But it's on a Friday, and then you have that Saturday, Sunday off. So that's already a 3-day weekend. If you take the Monday off, the 2nd, then you get to string the three.
And you run for almost a full week, basically.
Almost a full week. So then after that, all you need to do is take the 2nd and the 6th off this year, and you will have the 29th to the May 8th off.
Oh, I never thought about that, actually. Yeah, I never thought about that.
2 days. 2 days of annual leave, sick leave, whatever it would be.
I never thought about that. If you also took the 6th off, you would have over a week.
It's over a week.
That's so good. And okay, by the way, if you are still a student, you're probably like, what's the big fucking deal? Like, you get breaks all the time. No, when you're an adult, when you become an adult, you get excited over like any break that's over 4 days.
Any break, like every 3-day weekend is precious.
Oh my god, you have no idea. Yeah, like a 3-day weekend, like you don't waste that shit.
Don't waste it. Even if you're just like lazing about or whatever.
That's how you know you become an adult, when you're like amazed that you have a break, honestly.
But like Golden Week traditionally, and there is a Silver Week. We're not going to get into Silver Week because
Silver Week's kind of fucked up. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the mini Golden Week, but I mean, it's like that time where you can just, I feel like, go hang out with friends really easily, because I mean, you're guaranteed 3 days in a row off, like no matter what, unless you have obligations or work or something like that.
Yeah, unless you work at like Yodobashi Camera or something like that.
Exactly. I mean, you're going to have at least 3 days off, which means that's a 3-day vacation no matter what. And the entire country has this off, so traveling is a pain. I don't know if you've ever had to drive during Golden Week.
I've never had to drive, but I've been driven during Golden Week, and it super sucks. I mean, like, yeah.
Oh gosh, it's heck, man. I mean, you're going to the places are never bad. It's coming back. That's horrible.
Yeah. So here's the thing about Golden Week is, like, sure, you have those days off, but you and
the rest of Japan,
how many million people also have that day off?
The country shuts down.
Yeah, so if you're like, oh, I want to go to like Disneyland, yeah, you and who else?
Everyone.
Yeah, so Golden Week is it sucks, honestly. That being said, I think this year might be a little bit better for one reason.
Wait, what?
There's no tourists, so.
That's true. Remember?
Sorry, there's no international tourists.
There's no international tourists, but I mean, like, because I remember, and this is kind of crazy. This really does kind of go into, I don't know. Some people might call it the downfall of Akihabara.
It's really like international, yeah.
It used to be 10 years ago. Now we've talked about this actually. Like, there was no one there. I mean, there was people. There was Japanese people, and there was like a few foreigners, and Golden Week hits. Bam, man, you might as well not even go there. It's hot. You're going to be standing side to side with people, and they've all got just tons of merch in their hand. Tons of merch. It's huge sales during that time.
During Golden Week?
I think so. It's like Golden Week, or I definitely know Chinese New Year's is one, but I feel like Golden Week is also another one as well.
Some stores will have sales, yeah. So actually, I'll check right now. I know Amazon has a sale. I'm looking at it like right now, but like
Golden, yeah. PSN.
I'm taking a look at Skuma, which is a PC store in Akihabara.
They should have some sort of deal.
There's a Mother's Day thing.
Oh, that's coming up, everybody. Remember,
your mama gaming PC.
Get your mama gaming PC. Get her into it.
Your mom will go and play some VR.
And then after that, you can get your dad into it, and then you can all meet in VR chat.
I don't know. I don't see anything, but what I do see, this is off topic, but there's a Miku Land VR thing. You can go to Miku Land.
I can go to.
It looks It's kind of cool, honestly. Yeah.
For Oculus or any
It,
of them, I guess.
the Quest 2.
Oh snap! I might go to I might be going to Miku Land for
Take your
Golden
ass
Week.
to
Let's
take your ass to
go!
Miku Land. Yeah.
I'm so excited.
It is over Golden Week. Yeah, it's from the 28th to the 1st. Oh my god, you should check this out, dude.
I gotta go to Miku Land.
Oh
No
my god,
joke.
it's a VR fucking, here, I'll paste this to you on Discord.
Oh my goodness.
It's just a VR event over the beginning of Golden Week, and if you wanna take your quest and go to Miku Land,
I
that's
hope
what
they're
you're
not
doing.
charging. I guess even if they're charging admission, it's like who cares? It's just, dude, this is kind of hype. I'm not gonna lie.
I
Let
mean,
me
it
pull this
kind
up
of
on
looks
the-
like jank, but
I mean,
still,
yeah, you know,
it's still kind of cool, I guess.
It's you know, it's better than nothing. They put some effort into it. Anyways, so that's one of the places you can probably go to in Japan. I'm not even sure if it's like limited to Japan or anything like that, but
well, it's VR, so presumably you can.
presumably as long as your
Be
IP
anywhere you
is
want.
working, I guess. That's pretty cool. Not gonna lie.
Yeah. So yeah, Golden Week is a string of holidays in Japan. Yeah, lots of people have it off. Everyone has it off essentially, but it gets crowded. So if you want to go to like a park, you want to go to Disneyland, you want to go to anywhere, you want to go shopping. Actually, it's super crowded, and it's pretty unenjoyable, especially if you're kind of an indoorsy person. It really sucks. So I used to want to do the Golden Week thing where I would travel domestically. I've actually previously I've taken the week off and I've gone to other parts of the country. Not go home or anything, but just other parts of Japan.
Right.
And I have some decent experiences and some terrible experiences. And then like in the recent, I mean, especially because of the pandemic, I've just been staying home. I think even before the pandemic hit, I was just like fuck it, I don't care anymore. Like I'm just gonna stay home. Like everyone goes out, I'm gonna stay home for the week. But back a couple of years ago, like when I was still relatively like quote unquote new in Japan here, when Golden Week hit, I actually took the opportunity to go on a little trip to Kyoto,
Oh, nice.
which is like, so I went with my girlfriend and we were like, yeah, like we have all this time off. Let's go to Kyoto. Let's go to like, like the big temples, like the Ginkakuji, the Kinumisadera, those famous sites and stuff.
Them hot places.
Problem is with it being Kyoto is that it's extremely popular with everyone, and international tourists and domestic tourists. So we took the night bus because we were too cheap to take the train or whatever.
Around 8.
That was a nightmare because like the highway was so crowded, like so crowded. The night bus was only supposed to take, I believe, like
it's 6
8
to
hours
8
or
hours
something.
or something.
Yeah. The highway was so crowded that it took us 12 hours.
Oh,
So I was
man.
on a bus. I was just on the bus for so long. We left at like 12:31 a.m. and we got to Kyoto Station at like 1 in the afternoon. And check-in wasn't even until like 4 at the time. So we were dead fucking tired. And I remember distinctly not being able to check in. So we went to Yodobashi Camera in Kyoto, which by the way is actually really big. So we went to Yodobashi Camera, and I was looking at cameras for like 3 hours until I.
In Golden Week, I mean, you didn't have to go to Kyoto to look at cameras. Was the crazy
Yeah.
thing?
So we were there until we were able to check in to our hotel, and then once we got to check in, I was like, oh, we put our bags down, and I was like, okay, well, like we're here, we're in Kyoto now, like let's walk around, let's grab dinner maybe. But we were both so tired that we just like laid on the bed and we were done. We were out. Completely out.
I mean, Kyoto is really nice, but like you said, it's one of those hot spots. You know, if you're, dude, it's one of those hot spots. I've been one time during Golden Week, and I went there and went to like the temples or whatever. I've been there multiple times, but this time I went with a friend. And I actually stayed in a youth hostel or whatever, and it was chill, you know. It was nice and fine. The weather, the thing that gets me about Kyoto, especially during Golden Week, is like the weather is hot. It's like,
Have you gone in the summertime?
I've gone in the summertime too.
Oh, it's so hot. It's
Anyone who wants to come,
hot.
come during the fall. Like, I'm serious. If you want to tour Japan, come in like early spring or fall. Never come in like winter.
Like Kyoto, Osaka
summer.
is like unfathomably hot in the summertime. Like I can't even. It's mind-boggling how hot it is.
Yeah, I actually ended up going to. I went to two different places one year when I was teaching. A group of teachers were like, "Hey, you should come to us. Like, come with us to the beach." And I'm like, honestly, I've never been to the beach before in the U.S. The first beach I ever went to was here in Japan,
Oh yeah,
and
sure.
like it was over Golden Week, and I was like, oh, okay, this is pretty cool. I mean, it's one of those things where normally, I would say a lot of people wouldn't even sometimes maybe they wouldn't even ask you to go someplace or like, it's one of those weird things where Golden Week opens up opportunities, right? All of a sudden, you get invites from other people. You'd be like, you got time now? Like, but I mean, like in a good way, right? It's just it's one of those times during the year because everyone has it off, like you said. A lot of friends get together and then they travel. They take group trips.
Yeah, how is the temples and stuff in Kyoto? Because like when I went, so after we like woke up the next day,
Mm-hmm.
we went to Kiyomizu-dera, which is like one of the big, really big famous temples in Kyoto.
Mm-hmm.
It was so crowded, like comically crowded, like shoulder to shoulder. Like we were up to the street. I mean, you've probably gone to Kiyomizu, yeah? So there's
Yeah,
that narrow
I think I
street that
should.
goes up to the main gate. Like
It's
it
really,
was.
but that street is really nice though. Like
It
I
is.
have to
It's
say, it's
well
one of the
normally when
best
you can see it. It's normally nice when you can see it. Yeah.
when you
Like
can see.
it was so crowded. We were like shoulder. Like I'm not even kidding here. It was like shoulder to shoulder. Like I can't even explain it, man. It was just like the street was people. Like there was
The
just it was
street
just
was the street
yeah.
was people.
It was so many people. And we got up there, and you know the what is that the balcony that kind of overhangs over the temple, and you have this super nice view of the city or the
Mm-hmm.
yeah Kyoto, right? It's that big balcony. It's very big. For anyone who doesn't know what I'm talking about, if you honestly just go to Google Images and type in Kiyomizu-dera Temple Kyoto, guarantee like the second picture is going to be the floating balcony kind of thing, right?
Yeah, I'm
It's
trying to
this
pull
big
up
balcony.
a picture right now from
Yeah.
when I traveled there. So that's what I'm doing. But keep talking.
Yeah, so that big balcony, it's pretty big, right? Yeah, it's a nice
Yeah,
view.
yeah, it's actually it's one of the best views. I mean, it's not too crowded. Like that part usually isn't too crowded. I
Yeah,
mean,
so
they try to make you move along. I feel
when I went, it was people. It was just it was people. It was all
it was
people.
it was people.
It was so many people that I was like, it like ruined the picture. I feel like because I was like, I want to get a picture of the balcony overlooking the city because it looks really nice. But
Hmm.
I went to go take a picture. I was just like, a crowd of people was taking a picture of a crowd of people. Like it was just so many people there,
The people like they don't.
and like everyone was doing it too. So it was just like cameras and phones, and God forbid people taking photos with their tablet. You shouldn't, by the way. But yeah, people taking
You
photos with
really,
their
you
tablet.
really shouldn't. I don't know why you have like sometimes I'm just like, okay, I don't mind people doing like taking photos and stuff like that. I really don't. But I just wish more people would be more considerate of others because a lot of the times no one is, and it's like legit, bro. Y'all need to move or do something. But there are nice moments where people will actually take pictures for you of you or whatever, and it's nice.
Yeah, it was like so. I don't know. Like I've been to Kyoto many times. So I've been in like when I was in high school actually, and I went. I've just been to that temple
Hmm.
several times, right, throughout the years. I've never seen it like that before. Like the one time when I went in Golden Week, I've never seen it that crowded, and I was like, this is like not even fun. Like this is crazy.
it's not even
Yeah.
it's not even fun. But I mean, I feel like that's what tourism will do to I don't want to say like do to you or something, but that's the effect. And it's like that anywhere in Japan, honestly, because a lot of these shrines or temples, like let's face it, while they did end up expanding a lot of the areas, right? It's not like they're still meant to hold a bunch of people at one given time. You
Yeah, like
know?
a bunch of tourists. Yeah, essentially. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then like trying to leave the temple was also equally bad because the street was not wide enough for all the people leaving the temple. So I had to like wait as if I was in an amusement park. So I had to like step forward for like a couple meters and I'd stop. I had to stop walking.
Dude, that's exactly and you can't climb Mount Fuji during Golden Week, but that's actually how Fuji is. Like
Oh, really?
imagine doing exactly everything you just said, but like
Climbing
freaking
a mountain?
above the clouds.
Oh my God.
Like literally having to wait cuz like that's how it is going down. You cannot unless you take a certain path down that's like that no one else takes really.
Yeah, you jump.
Well, there's a path and I'll tell you it's the most fun path going down Fuji. Uh the gravel is really loose going
Oh my
down.
god, you slide?
You slide. It's
Oh my
like you're
god.
skiing down the mountain, but
That
in your
sounds so
shoes.
that sounds so
I
dangerous.
literally ran down the mountain. You could take a I think it takes like 6 hours at the fastest to go up the mountain, right? Um, you go down the mountain in about like 2.5. If you run down it, you speed down that mug.
What if you take like a bobsled? You just fucking
Oh, you just would stop. I wouldn't even want to do that. You wouldn't stop. Oh
there.
man.
Yeah. Okay. So that was probably my shittiest Golden Week experience because I was like, I don't know. I knew in my head that I'm like, oh, probably it'll be a little crowded. It's cold. It's Kyoto. People like Kyoto. I just didn't think it'd be that bad. So I had that one experience, and I was like, you know what? I'm never going to a popular place like this ever again.
Ever
So
ever
after
again.
that, I went to other parts of. I actually went to Nagoya during Golden Week, and that was really nice because I feel like people from Nagoya are going to Tokyo, and I'm leaving Tokyo. So like I'm just going to a relatively chill city with less people, and that was really nice.
That's where I kind of want to end up. I've never actually gone to Nagoya.
Never?
Never. Yeah, I've never been to
It's
Nagoya.
I
It's
recommend
like
it.
crap. Like I should go.
I recommend it just because it's an oddly chill city.
It's an
Like
oddly chill city.
yeah, like if you're used to Tokyo, I mean if you kind of know the hustle and bustle of Tokyo, right?
Mm-hmm.
Nagoya is like a big city, but it's obviously not as big and not as crowded. So it's got this. It definitely has this more like down tempo vibe to it. So um I just like going because it's just like
Like down. It's just chill.
yeah, I'm on vacation. I'm on a break. I'm not working right now. Like I want to just like not. I want to not be home. I want to like
Hmm.
refresh my like mental self, I guess, and I want to just like do it in a place where I'm kind of unfamiliar and a tourist again. So, I mean, do you remember how you felt when you first came to Japan as a tourist? You weren't working. You were like a student, maybe. You kind of had
Oh,
like
like a student? Yeah. I can honestly tell you that I filmed and like I had 40 gigs of pictures or something. Like I'm pretty sure everything because at that point you don't know if you're coming back or not, right? So like
yeah.
you're taking
You
pictures of like
yeah, and
the
you keep the stupidest shit for some
it's
reason.
the
You're like
dumbest picture. I have a picture of like a toilet. Like what am I like why?
yeah, exactly. So
Yeah.
the feeling you had when you first came to Japan as like a student or whatever, where you had like little, basically no responsibilities, and you were so unfamiliar with. So you go to like Akihabara for the very first time, and you like don't know any stores, you don't know how to get anywhere. That's why I like traveling to cities like Nagoya because I kind of can feel the same way again
Same
because I
way.
don't know. Yeah, I don't really know the city very well, and I'm kind of just exploring, and it's really fun again. And I'm not working, like I'm on vacation, so I'm trying not to think about work. So
No,
it's
no. I mean, like
yeah,
it's one of those things where a person on my stream came in, and I mean, I think we both had the same experience when some viewers come into our streams and they're like, "Oh, snap, you live in Japan! Like, that's
mm,
awesome. That's hype. That's like," and it's not even just that it's hype and it's awesome. It's like they will literally say, "That's a dream. Like, that's
yeah.
a dream come true type deal." And we've both been here for like 10 years,
I mean, it
and
was for me too. Yeah, I mean, there's a reason why I moved here. It actually was a dream of mine. And then as time goes on,
yeah, yeah.
you get kind of jaded.
You
Yeah,
get kind of
yeah,
jaded and used to it. Like you get jaded to politics, or you just get used to like, okay, I've been to everywhere in my surrounding area. I've been to most places outside of my surrounding area, but you haven't still. It's like it's not like you've been everywhere, right? But it's like
yeah,
hard to kind of be like, oh, I'm gonna go here and travel, unless you're a traveler. You know what I mean? Unless you're
yeah.
one of those people. But it's always nice to be reminded of just all the cool stuff you can see. Like I'm pulling up pictures of when we went to me and my friend went to. I think this still might be Kiyomizu. I don't know that temple is so huge. Like there's so much in the surrounding area, and there's also Fushimi Inari. I think the fox one.
Yeah, the gates in the mountain,
The
right?
gates, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I
That
went there too. I got devoured by mosquitoes. That kind of
bro,
sucked.
did
But
you know you can climb the actual mountain?
yeah,
There is a trail to go up the full mountain.
yeah, I wouldn't, but yeah,
I
that's
went
cool.
up that. My friend wanted. He's like, we gotta go, and like we get up there, it's like nothing up there. But I'm just like, holy crap! It's so far off the beaten path. You're just like, why?
Yeah. No,
Why are
I saw the gates
we?
and I'm like, that's cool. Then I went back down and I had like lunch at a McDonald's or something. Like, yeah.
But yeah, I mean, like that's what's so cool about just living in Japan and Golden Week in general, because you get that opportunity and you.
All right, what's up? Welcome back. Took a break.
It's like a weird part two that never happened. That happened.
Yeah. Sorry,
Hey,
took a bit of a break.
You know what? We'll just put some sponsors in right there. We'll put our old sponsor ad in there, right there.
We should record a new one.
We really should. So what we can do for Golden Week.
Yeah, we should actually. That's kind of cool. Yeah. So I mean, it's kind of nice to just go to like a different part of the country and kind of like momentarily pretend like you're a tourist again. Like I legitimately enjoy that feeling. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I try very hard. When I get the opportunity to I do my best to when I'm on vacation to like really not think about work. I try hard. Like it's unavoidable. Sometimes work stuff happens. You can't control that. But like you know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean,
just to like I don't know, explore. So that's ever since I had that really bad Kyoto experience. I'm just like I'm either gonna go to a city that's like less crowded, or I'm gonna stay home, which is kind of what I did in 2019 pre-pandemic, and then pandemic hit, and obviously I was just home all day. So. Um, that brings us to this year, I guess. I guess we're still technically in the middle of the pandemic. So, what are your plans for Golden Week?
I'm actually gonna go and see my goddaughter on Friday. So that's one thing. I've got a friend who I went to college with. I'm probably gonna go. I don't know if we're gonna just do something online or if I'm actually gonna go meet them, maybe like Akihabara or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then one of my friends is, I think they're moving back to the States.
Okay.
Either this year or next year or something.
You're gonna see
their fiance. So I'm gonna see them with one more friend. So like three. That's like honestly, like I said, that's three different outings, and that's more outings than I had in the previous last in 2021 or 2020 probably.
Mm-hmm.
Almost combined.
I guess because kind of like packing them all together and that kind of thing.
Yeah. I mean, so like for anyone, there's like my budget is only so much, and I'm like I want to do more, but then my budget's like, bro, you got to hold off, because meals are expensive. Every one of these meals is always like
$40
30
or more,
$40
yeah.
bucks or something. I'm like, dang, man. But that's what I'm doing. It's gonna be that, and then I'm also gonna probably be I'm gonna watch Spider-Man No Way Home.
Oh yeah, cool.
Finally.
I should do that too.
It is available on Amazon Prime or Google for like $7 rental. So
Oh really? I'm just gonna hit that shit up on iTunes, dude.
it might be even cheaper there. Who knows? Probably, hopefully.
But whatever. I should watch that. I'm gonna binge the Spider-Man movies. Yeah.
Yep. And then finally, I'm just gonna be streaming on Golden Week, man. I got like a bunch of Golden Week games. I do it every year, where I stream 3 to 5 games basically during Golden Week.
Mm-hmm.
And this year I'm gonna be playing, and this is like I stream every night. So Vanquish, Sea of Solitude, Deliver Us the Moon, Bloodshore, which is like a battle royale FMV.
Sounds like a terrible idea. Holy shit.
I'm finding, so it's like it's got streamers and entertainers who are in a battle royale, and I'm like, this is gonna be. I've never done an action version. They're always typically like horror
Story
or something.
something like that. Yeah.
And
you
then
should do another if you have a game to squeeze in. You should do another Chilla's Art.
Chilla's Arts.
Yeah.
Gosh, I should. I
They're
feel
like only an hour and a half, 2 hours long.
They're so short. I mean, I could
And
probably do
they're
the one
so-
the same time I do Bloodshore. Honestly, like the same night.
Yeah, might as well squeeze it in there, right?
Yeah. So I've got something from every genre, and then Call of the Sea. So like a little bit of mystery adventure type deal, emotional type stuff, exploratory, and then Vanquish. I've actually never played Vanquish, so
I heard I played a little bit of it when I bought it on PC. I'm like, yeah, it's fun, but then I like never continue. I think at the time when I tried to play it, like the controls were kind of jank, like the mouse was kind of jank, and I'm like, it sucks right now. So
I've got to make sure the game runs.
Like runs properly.
Yeah, like runs properly. Like this game was out when Windows 7 was a thing. I think Windows 7 Windows 7 would have been a thing. We're on Windows 10. No, we're technically on Windows 11.
Yeah, we are. I don't think you're using Windows 11, are you?
No. My computer doesn't have the, what is it, like a security chip or whatever?
It's the TPM chip. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah.
I'm actually running Windows 11, so it's fine. Just like Windows 10. That's pretty fun.
It's like Windows 10. I mean,
Yeah.
what are your plans for Golden Week this year?
Oh my God, that's a good question. I actually don't know. I don't have any like streaming plans or anything. So, um, I'm probably just gonna take the time to just do things that are like fun to myself, so I can kind of like relax. I want to try to make a better effort to play through Persona 5 Royal. I did buy it like 2 weeks ago.
Oh, that's right, in English. Yeah,
Right.
you have the.
So, I mean, I started playing it on the weekend, last weekend, or actually no, at this point, 2 weekends ago, because last weekend I didn't touch it at all.
Mm-hmm.
But I want to try to play it more. And I don't know, man. I really don't know. I guess I just want to like take time to sleep more.
I mean, that's always a good thing. You don't have to worry
Yeah,
about.
then I guess I'll go to the gym occasionally. Like I'll go to the gym, continue working out, and I'll just I don't know, like I really don't have any plans. Like maybe I'll go out to somewhere in Tokyo that's hopefully not gonna be too crowded. Um like I would do want to go to like one of my favorite places to go to is the Mori Digital Arts Museum in Odaiba. Have you heard of it?
Really? Like that's like
Yeah.
one of your favorite places? I
Yeah.
mean, it's dark and relaxing, I guess.
Yeah, it's super chill, man.
I could pull up
Yeah.
some videos of it.
It's kind of like the background of a Tetris effect
Yeah,
stage
yeah. I
without
mean,
playing Tetris.
well, hopefully they don't have a lot of people there
Yeah, that's a thing.
over
That's
Golden
a
Week
thing.
because like it's actually really nice, and you can stay there for a long
You
like.
can really. I don't know if you've been to the other one, not the one in They're both in Odaiba. There's Team Labs. There's Borderless, and then Team Labs Planets, right?
I haven't been to
Planets.
planets.
Yeah, Planets is. Oh man,
I
Planets is
haven't been.
crazy because it has a water. Like you have to wear capris or shorts or something because you're wading. I'm not even kidding. Like you're wading through water like the whole time. Like it's really insane. Like it's a pretty unique experience. And one of the first rooms before you even get to the water is called like the black hole.
Huh.
And imagine imagine a room where the floor is sunken in and it's just filled with dense bean bags. And you just like fall into the floor and you're just in a fucking
Oh wait, have I been to that? Is that the one where
it's
you can look up and there's like the stars kind of thing,
uh
or is that Team Lab
there's
like the other
there's
one?
something like that at both exhibit or both locations actually, but I mean you would have remembered the water. The water is way too memorable to forget about.
I guess so.
Yeah.
I'm like, I guess so, probably. Yeah, I don't remember. I remember there being like this table, like they have like a little lounge section too at the very end,
With
like
tea,
a
right? The tea
cafe.
house.
Yeah, with the tea.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
dude.
borderless. That's borderless. Yeah,
Okay, okay. That was crazy though
it
because like
was.
they were projecting. It was like
Mhm.
basically projection mapping,
Yes,
and they
yes,
had
yes.
projection mapping on your
On
tea,
your tea.
and it was even telling you how low the tea was, like how much you had
Yeah,
drank. It was kind of insane the fact that they were able to do it and to do it so well because I never like honestly I was like okay this is gonna be some fancy light show and it's like oh snap
yeah.
this is
No, it's
actually I spent like 3 hours there.
yeah. I think okay. To back up, for anyone who really doesn't know what the fuck we're talking about, there's a
I've got
couple.
a picture somewhere.
Okay, yeah, there's a couple like I don't know because they're called digital art museums here in Tokyo.
And they're
That
like trick what would you call it like illusion
I don't know what I
uh
would call them. They're not like trick rooms. They just use
in a tricky
projectors. They use projectors to like I don't know, like to turn like your physical space into I don't want to call it I guess it is art, but it
it's
uses projectors to turn your physical space into an art piece
an
kind of
art
thing. Yeah.
piece. Some of them are you can have like a kind of exploration in the rooms. They're all basically rooms.
Yeah, they're all rooms.
And
You're going from room to room. Yeah.
they each have different little activities inside of them. So you can like one room. I remember going up this one area, and then it was just like you get up there, and there's all these lights, which we're looking at right now, these lanterns.
Yeah,
But
I
what's
love that
project
room.
like
Yeah.
what it is there's mirrors that are
So it
reflecting them,
looks
so
like
it
an
looks
infinite space.
it
Yeah.
looks like an infinite space, and you're like, oh, okay, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
but then there was I'm trying to I don't want to get like any personal pictures in here. That's the one
Yeah,
thing.
I know it's tough because I took personally like I took a shitload of pictures here, but so there's that, and there's also like so they do a lot of rooms that involve mirrors to make it look like the room is so much bigger than it actually is. So there's one room where it looks like, so you're walking through plastic plants kind of thing, right? They
Hmm.
look like gigantic clovers, and again, there's projection mapping. So the if you touch the clover, it'll respond, right?
Right, right.
And like light up. And there's mirrors that on the walls of this room. So there's a point in time, like every couple of minutes or something, where all the clovers, all these plastic plants around you will like light up. And with the way that the mirrors are, if you look, it looks like you're standing in this gigantic, infinite field of glowing plants, and it's like it's just a hell of experience. It's really like, I don't know, man. I just like going there and just like kind of,
Pretty much just zone out and just walk. I mean,
yeah,
there was this
yeah.
room where you're walking through all these hanging. I think this one has a lot of people. People take a lot of pictures of this one too.
Yeah, the dangling lights kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And but
Yeah.
what's cool is at the end of it, sometimes you'll notice that the lights are changing, but at the
Yes.
very end, you'll realize that people are actually changing. Like
Yes,
people
you
who
can
are
control
walking
them.
through,
Yeah,
you can control them
there's like an app or something you downloaded. You can control the lights in the exhibit, so you
in the
can
exhibit.
physically,
Yeah.
yeah, you can physically interact with the space you're in.
And I was just like, oh, that's really cool. Like
Yeah.
like honestly, I wasn't expecting to be kind of like blown away just by how much how much stuff they had in there, but b just
Yep.
like how relaxed and chill it was.
I
And
love
it,
going. Yeah, I love just going there and just like turning my brain off. I don't know if you noticed this in the very first room, a Borderland, sorry,
yeah,
Borderless.
in Borderlands,
Yeah.
that's exactly it. I think I have a picture of the flowers that you were talking about. This is, I believe these are the flowers.
The like green kind of looking clover things. Yeah.
Maybe, maybe, or at least maybe one of the flowers. But yeah, they
So in the
sometimes
very
respond.
first room that you go to, um, your body like generates butterflies. So with the projectors in the ceiling, it'll like make a butterfly basically like from your body, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
And this butterfly will like fly on the wall through the whole exhibit, like through all the rooms, and there'll be this butterfly that's just like created from you that's like now flying through the whole space. The thing is though, you can actually kill that butterfly. So if the butterfly is like
Wow, that got morbid. That got
yeah,
morbid. Actually killed that
if the
butterfly.
butterfly is flying like on the wall, if you smack the butterfly, it'll die. Like it'll kill it. So
It'll be gone.
yeah.
It'll be gone.
I remember
Uh,
going there. And seeing
goodness
these kids just like
gracious.
stomping the shit out of all the butterflies, and
Oh man,
I wanted to be like, appreciate the art, you punk.
dude, I will say it is one of those things where you really do see, because like it's meant to give you a little like it is a research kind of deal, right? And it does
Yeah.
give you a glimpse into like, you know what, maybe this stuff could actually like really be used in the future for, a lot of different, just like therapy or just
Yeah,
simulating
exactly.
actual environments,
Oh
but
my
not
God, yeah.
actually like it's
Yeah.
something where I never thought before going there. Before I thought people would just go there like as a date or something and just kind of just take pictures. I thought it
It's
was
like
like one of those
really,
places
yeah, it's relaxed. And also they have like some really chill ambient music just going on, and
the
just
entire
like
time.
it just
It's not
puts you in
house
this.
music, but
It's not how, no, it's not like club or anything. Like it's
it's
really
just very
slow.
chill.
It's super slow ambient like
Boom.
chill music. The kind of like that music they would play for like a relaxation playlist or something.
Yeah, that's pretty much it is. It puts you to sleep. Honestly, I was sleepy at the time I got out of that place.
Yeah. So the
was ready to
one
go to sleep.
the other one, the one that has the water, like they tell you like, hey, do you have shorts to change into, or can you roll your jeans up or something, because you have to step into like water. And it's the same kind of deal where they have mirrors to make the room seem bigger than it actually is.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
one of the rooms, it's like you're like ankle deep basically. You're a little more than ankle deep, but you're kind of like you're wading through water, and same thing. So the water's like a little murky, and they have, or milky rather, like it's kind of whitish. But they do that. They make the water that like color, I guess, because the same thing they do projection mapping, so they're shining lights onto the water to have like designs and stuff. And with the mirrors, it looks like you're standing in this dark. I don't want to call it like an ocean, but like you're standing in this huge, like seemingly infinite like pool, and it's like
This
a
is
really
the
weird. Yeah, it's a pretty unique
everyone.
experience.
This is Alex geeking out over.
Yeah,
This is a revolutionary part of his life. Maybe.
yeah.
I mean,
It's
it's
like
good.
it's probably like my favorite place to go and just chill out. Like if I want like, oh, what I do, well, what I want to do this week, I'm like, oh, I'll just fucking go to the art museum.
I mean, it's a nice place. It's a nice place. It's a little far for me to go to, honestly. It's not like super far. It's supposed to make like an hour trip.
It's like
which
probably just
isn't
like an
too
hour trip
bad.
or something like that. Yeah.
But honestly, if you are planning to come to Japan, I highly recommend that you go there. It's a nice place.
Yeah, at
And
least
then you can after that you can
for
go to
now.
Odaiba. You
I
can
mean, it's
go.
Inodaiba, so yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I mean you can go to a whole bunch of different other places right outside of it. So,
Go to
uh,
Joypolis.
is that any different than any other karaoke place?
Karaoke Joypolis. Joypolis is the music park.
Is that what it's called?
The Sega one, yeah. Joypolis. I thought it
Is
was
that still open?
Joyopolis.
Is that still?
It's still open. It's still open. Yeah.
I used to
I
go
thought
there
it
to
was
see the Gundam.
Joyopolis for like the longest time, but it's actually Joypolis.
I think I've only been there. Like I've been to the mall and then like I don't really know all the stores in there. But it's a nice shopping center, honestly. There's a Hooters.
I think they closed it, man.
Oh, they closed that Hooters?
There's only one left in Japan. I think it's Ginza.
They closed all of them but one. Wow. No one
Yeah,
likes the wings.
I think it's more they lost the business.
No one likes the wings, man.
Yeah, it's just Ginza. That's the only one left.
Wow.
The only Hooters left in Japan is the one
Is
in
that
Ginza.
that's like a weird mix right there. Let's go to the high scale location for the Okay. For some
I
good,
think
good breaded
where
wings.
is it? I think it might have moved actually as well.
Yet we got intel a couple weeks ago that there's more Taco Bells that have popped up in Japan.
Oh, I still haven't gone.
So I don't know if it was with you I was talking about this, but someone was telling me there's more Taco Bells now. There's like 4 or 5 more. Like they're spawning. They're making it happen.
I should probably go sometime.
I feel like I need to go to Taco Bell too.
Have you been in Japan?
Yeah.
Is it good?
Didn't we go together one time?
I've never been to Taco Bell in Japan. I've never gone.
Wait, are you serious?
Yeah.
I think I used to go like the one in Shibuya that opened.
I've never
And
been to that one.
I would go every time I would go to the movies because it was like 5 minute or less walk away from the movie theater over there.
Yeah.
And so I would just go there before to eat with a couple friends and we would.
Is it still the same? Is it the same quality as back home, or is it better?
It's better. It's better, but it's more expensive.
Okay.
And like you don't get all the tacos that you would normally get. So like if you got like the Crunch Wrap meal, it's the Crunch Wrap plus
not there. Yeah.
1 taco maybe instead of like 2 tacos or something. And then like of course a drink and whatever else. Cause like dude, US they got those burritos for. Is it $1? Last time I was there, $1.29. It was so cheap. I was
That's
just like,
so cheap.
but you can't get that here. And they had seafood like shrimp, like shrimp tacos and things. But it felt like it came put together exactly as it was supposed to be.
So
and
it wasn't falling apart or anything.
it wasn't falling apart or anything. And it felt like okay, like this is good quality. I felt like it was good quality, even though I had to pay a little bit more, like maybe $1 or more or something than I'm used to paying.
Yeah, I've never gone to Taco Bell in Japan. I mean, I still want to do it sometime, like just because. I mean, it feels like something I should do. But I think now over Golden Week, I think I'm gonna go to Hooters. I haven't been to Hooters in a while, and it's one of the few places in Japan where you can get legitimate American food.
What do they have?
What do they have? What does Hooters have?
Yeah, I haven't been there in so long. I don't remember what, like the menu. Was it just breaded wings?
No, they have.
I just remember the wings.
Yeah, I mean that's one of the
Yeah, I mean that's
ones, yeah.
what they're. Yeah, that's one of the.
But they have a pretty good selection of like what you would consider American food. So they have burgers, they have wings, they have sandwiches, they have like chili fries and that kind of stuff.
I think I'm looking.
Cheesecake, I
Well,
think. Yeah.
trying to look at the menu. Oh, yeah. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Look at that PDF.
Yeah, it opens a big ass PDF.
It looks just a big PDF that just opened.
Yeah, so
right
the
here.
the fried pickles, which is a pretty
That was
popular
good.
Yeah, those are really good. They have burgers, they have nachos, quesadillas, chicken wings, sandwiches,
Oh, the
big
dude, the
ass.
quesadillas look good. I mean,
Yeah,
they just
I
look
love
like
how we're just
they
like
look like
looking.
quesadillas,
We're just like Hooters menu. We're getting excited over the Hooters menu. It's not
those,
even.
dude, those fried
Yeah,
pickles though look top tier, man. I want some
yeah, I
fried
know they're
pickles
so
plus
good.
buffalo
Yeah,
chicken dip nachos. What?
yeah. So I like going to Hooters just because like it's one of the few places in Tokyo where I can get like real
I mean,
American food.
there's technically still TGI Fridays.
Yeah,
That's
yeah. So it's gonna be TJ Fridays or it's gonna be Hooters. Like,
yeah.
do you know? And like maybe Outback, right? Maybe Outback.
I haven't been to the Outback yet. I didn't know there was an Outback here.
Yeah, there's one in Harajuku, I think. It doesn't matter. There's a few Outbacks in Tokyo. So
Oh wow.
yeah, if you are bonesing for American food,
Oh my goodness, Texas
you
style cheesesteak sandwich. Jeez, Philly
yeah, it was good.
cheesesteak sandwich. Oh,
Yeah. So if you're fucking jonesing for like American food, like real American food, you have very few
with
options in
with
Japan.
freaking blue cheese. Oh my goodness, this place had ranch dressing.
Yeah, yeah, like ranch dressing. Yeah.
The
So
fudge.
I know. Now you want to go, don't you?
What was I doing when I was there the last time? I didn't see this
What was I
ranch.
doing? What was I doing? Not ordering this.
What the
apparently.
heck, dude? I
Yeah.
would. Oh man, grilled chicken taco salad. All I can think about is going balls to the walls over some.
I love how excited you are
I
over
really-
the Hooters menu. You're like getting legitimately excited over the Hooters menu, which is funny. But for me, I'm the same way. Like I'm the same way because like yeah, if you want like real American food, it's so hard to find.
It is. It's hard to find. And it's hard to find like in the right quantity. Like I can tell this burger is just like a normal burger. Like it's nothing. Like it's nothing special about this burger, but the fact that we got that curly fries with it, and then
Yeah.
you can have it custom. Look at that, the bacon. That's some crispy bacon.
Yeah, so like I said, if you're in Tokyo and you want
Twisted
American
Texas
food,
melt.
your choices are gonna be like TGI Fridays, maybe Outback, and the Hooters.
I'm just
Cool.
tripping over this blue cheese or ranch, man. I'd be like, can I take some of this home? Like, do you
Yeah,
sell
you
this?
want now you want to go, don't you? Now you want to go to Hooters, don't
I
you?
hate every time, man. Every time you get me on this, man. Every time. Did I Uber before I met you? No, I didn't Uber before I met
Yeah.
you. Now I'm over here like Uber eats pass and crap. But come on, man. Now I'm gonna go to
You're gonna go to
Ginza.
Hooters. You're gonna go to Ginza, so you're gonna
gonna
go to Hooters.
Go to Ginza to go to Hooters. Everyone else is like, oh man, yeah, we go to Hooters for other. I go for the food.
Yeah, no, everyone. I got this reputation at work because I was like, at work I was always like, let's go to Hooters, or like, hey, like, let's have a work party at Hooters, or like, hey, new person joined the team, let's go to Hooters. So I got this reputation at work for being like the Hooters guy. Because everyone's like, oh, you love Hooters, don't you? And I'm like, well, I'm actually going for the food, believe it or not. Like, you gotta believe me on this. I'm actually going.
like it.
Yeah, you have to trust me. I'm going for the food, believe it or not.
It's so crazy. I wouldn't never ever think that it's just like sometimes you just gotta have it, right? You just gotta have it.
Sometimes you miss like full on legitimate American food. Yeah, I know. You really do. So
Gosh, I'm looking at TGI Fridays now, but their
Yeah.
menu doesn't. They don't open up a PDF, so it doesn't look as good.
yeah,
I want that PDF. Oh gosh, here it is.
Yeah,
Download this
TJ
PDF.
Fridays also the same thing. Like
Fudge.
TJ Fridays will be American food. So
Fudge.
and here's one
goodness
thing.
gracious. Here we
here's
go.
one thing that I know you take for granted is free refills.
Bread don't exist here.
Yeah,
I
so
ain't
if
never
you
seen
come
a
to
free will fill except water.
except for water, right?
Except
Or
for
if you
water.
get the quote unquote drink bar.
The drink bar you pay $2 extra for.
Yeah, so in Japan, if you order a soft drink, you really don't get free refills. So if you have a Coke, you're not gonna be like, oh, one more Coke, please. They'll give you a Coke, but they'll charge you for another Coke. So when you go to an American restaurant like TJ Fridays, they do indeed bring back like have free refills as if you're
They
dining.
do, yeah. I
Yeah.
didn't realize it. Last time I was there, I do remember them doing that.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, these buffalo wings, they're
look
so
good.
like the only other way you get buffalo wings here, like maybe from like Domino's, and they're crap.
They're crap, garbage.
Don't even Don't even get me started. I got some this
Actual
weekend.
Garbage and matzo sticks. Oh, matzo
The
sticks.
sticks are so bad. Yo, the sticks are so bad that you just ask yourself why.
Yeah,
How can they be so like what do you call? They're not soggy, but you know how like they don't. They're this
They don't
sound
even
weird.
stretch. The Domino's
They don't
sticks?
stretch. Yeah, they don't
even.
stretch.
Yeah, they don't stretch. Yeah.
And the bread is like the fried breading on it is not like it's like half fried or something. I don't know.
yeah.
Oh, these baby back ribs. Woo, woo.
Anyways, American food.
Oh, I want
It's
that right there.
it's hard to get in Japan. So
Ooh, the Friday signature burger. It looks like it's top tier. I could sleep
yeah, and
with
it's
that.
like I believe they make it with Jack Daniels. I think.
They do. I could sleep with this burger.
What does that even
Experience.
mean? What does that even mean, man?
It means this burger's gonna rest in my belly when I sleep. I guess. I don't
So
know.
yeah, like
Ah,
when's
so
the last
good.
time you went to TJ Fridays?
Dude, it's been like 4 or 5. I feel like it's been
Yeah, it's
4
been
years.
years for me. It's been
It's
years.
been a while since
Yeah.
I've been to. They got one in Ueno, which isn't that far.
So you know what? Okay, I have a. You know what? This has inspired me. This weekend, I'm gonna go to either. I'm gonna go to either TJ Fridays or I'm gonna go to Hooters, and I'm just gonna eat American food.
There we go.
Yeah,
That's Golden Week, everybody.
that's my plan. Yeah, Golden
We
Week. That's
eat
my
food for Golden Week. We might see some friends and the occasional maybe go on a trip, but it's probably a trip to like a restaurant
Yeah, I'm doing that. Like I'm.
to get American food.
Oh, it's been so long, dude.
Man. Well, that should do it for us this week. If you're watching this, remember, if you're watching it, it's in 2 parts. If you're not watching it, then you got the whole thing. And it was like
Yeah,
we never
let's
left you.
Stitch it together.
Stitches. We're getting stitches. By the time this podcast goes up, I can say happy birthday to myself. Way to turn a year older.
Oh my god, I'm running close to death.
Or that too. I mean, you don't have to, it's not just a year closer to death. Every day is a step closer.
Every second, really.
Every second is a second in the past.
True. Might as well just give up living now.
But then you won't get that TGI Fridays. Or Hooters.
Oh,
There's always something to
yeah,
live
it's the only
for.
thing that's keeping me going right now. Is
It's
the idea
it's
of
Hooters.
going. Yeah.
For the food. For the
Yeah.
food, everybody. That's like I said, that's gonna do it for us this week. Alex, where can they find you?
Yeah, you can follow me at twitch.tv/street24. Come hang out, play video. We'll play video games. You can chat. We'll talk about Japan life. Talk about VTubers. I guess if you like VTubers, I'm more than down to chat about VTubers, that kind of thing. So come hang out. It'll be fun.
Yep. And then you can follow me at NinjaTrix, NinjaTrix. We'll be playing Golden Week games, so lots of fun stuff going on in the stream. Feel free to drop on by. Streaming at 9 p.m. on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Wednesdays. If I'm gonna stream so much,
I don't know, man.
I just like to get these games finished. I like to finish them up. Anyways, thanks everyone for joining us. We'll catch you next week for episode number 130 of the Unknown Games podcast, where it will still be Golden Week. So I think we'll probably do something, but if not, then we'll probably have the Elden Ring spoiler cast or our final thoughts on Elden Ring with the Dynasty.
The degenerate kid.
I can't. I can never say his name, even though I made it up. I'm like the degenerate kid, the
Yeah.
DJing kid. There we go, everyone. Catch you next week. Thanks for joining us.
Sweet. Sounds good.
Bye.